Portland Fire secure former WNBA MVP as Caitlin Clark and rest of league await surprising new team. A legend gets into the action of a new franchise in the WNBA. The WNBA's long-anticipated expansion era took a major step forward as the Portland Fire secured one of the most decorated players in league history. With the rest of the league, including stars like Caitlin Clark, watching closely, Portland announced that former WNBA MVP and Hall of Famer Sylvia Fowles will join the franchise's inaugural coaching staff ahead of its 2026 debut. The move immediately gives the Fire credibility and signals that the newest WNBA team plans to build from the ground up with championship DNA. Sylvia Fowles embraces a new challenge with Portland Fire. For Fowles, the decision to join Portland wasn't about comfort or familiarity. In fact, it was the opposite. After years of conversations with elite coaches around the league, including longtime Minnesota Lynx head coach Cheryl Reeve, Fowles chose the expansion Fire precisely because it pushed her outside her comfort zone. The beauty of it was more scary for me to choose Portland. Sylvia Fowles. Fowles explained. And if I'm afraid of it, I want to experience it. Sylvia Fowles. That mindset fits perfectly with a franchise starting from scratch. Fowles will work under head coach Alex Sura alongside assistant Brittany Donaldson, helping define the Fire's identity before a single player takes the court. Unlike established teams, Portland has no roster, no systems, and no inherited culture, and that's exactly what drew Fowles in. After retiring in 2022 as the WNBA's all-time leading rebounder, Fowles initially stepped away from the game to decompress. But her desire to teach never faded. As her Hall of Fame induction year unfolded, she leaned heavily on trusted voices such as Reeve, Lindsay Whalen, Sandy Brondello, and other respected coaches to fully understand the demands of coaching before making the leap. Why Portland's expansion matters for the entire WNBA. The Fire's arrival, along with the Toronto tempo, comes at a pivotal moment for the league. Expansion drafts, roster construction, and scheduling all hinge on the outcome of ongoing collective bargaining agreement negotiations. While uncertainty remains around timelines, Portland is already positioning itself strategically by locking in leadership early. Fowles' resume speaks for itself. 2 WNBA championships, 2 finals MVPs, a league MVP, and 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards. More importantly, she brings instant authority and credibility to a locker room that doesn't yet exist. 4 players entering the league, including rising stars like Caitlin Clark. Expansion teams like Portland represent both opportunity and intrigue. New franchises mean new starting roles, new systems, and new pathways to leadership. With Fowles helping shape expectations from day one, the Fire could quickly become a destination rather than a rebuild. To help lay expectations, culture, and how we want to run a team. Sylvia Fowles. As the WNBA prepares for its next chapter, Portland Fire's bold move to bring Sylvia Fowles into the fold sends a clear message. This expansion team isn't here to ease in. It's here to compete, grow, and build something meaningful from the very beginning. Before the whistle blows on the 2026 WNBA season, a spark has already become a flame. In a league where narrative arcs are as compelling as buzzer beaters, the Portland Fire's arrival, and its surprising acquisition of a former WNBA Most Valuable Player, has electrified women's basketball. What was once a dormant footprint in the Rose City has shifted into high gear, igniting expectations, rivalries, and controversy. And with the still unfolding story of Caitlin Clark's summer recovery and league-wide shifts, this expansion is about far more than adding a 15th team. It's about reshaping the future of the WNBA. Cityscape at dusk. Portland Fire. From memory to momentum. Portland's name returns to the WNBA landscape after more than 2 decades. Originally competing from 2000 to 2002, the Fire folded in a different era of the league. But the 2026 iteration represents a completely new ambition, one backed by serious investment and a cultural vision that sees Portland as a hub for women's sports. The franchise, awarded in 2024 and officially named in July 2025, quickly sold over 12,500 season ticket deposits, underscoring the city's hunger for elite basketball. Yahoo Sports +1. Yet before the first roster player is announced, Portland made a bold organizational move that caught the league's attention, naming Naismith Hall of Famer Sylvia Fowles, a former WNBA MVP, as an assistant coach. Fire.WNBA.com. Trophy Sylvia Fowles. From MVP to mentor. Sylvia Fowles, a towering presence on both ends of the court, is a household name in women's basketball. A WNBA champion and Finals MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year multiple times over, and revered across the sport, Fowles retired as one of the league's all-time greats. Her resume alone reads like a collector's edition: WNBA MVP, 2017, 2 WNBA titles, 2 Finals MVPs, 8 All-Star selections, and the league's all-time rebound leader. WNBA.com. Bringing her into Portland's coaching staff with head coach Alex Suruma, himself an innovative coach with NBA background, is a statement. This team seeks substance over spectacle. Fowles isn't merely a figurehead, she's a culture builder, a veteran who understands what it takes, in both physical mastery and mental toughness, to compete at the highest level. Her presence adds legitimacy to a franchise that is still defining its identity. https://www.kptv.com. For players, especially young ones coming into a brand new environment, Fowles' experience could be invaluable. She embodies the dual truths of the modern women's game: athletic excellence and relentless leadership. Direct hit what this means for the league. Portland's move reverberates through the WNBA. For years, expansion teams, particularly those in the Western Conference, have grappled with the challenges of carving out their own legacies in the shadow of established dynasties. Now, Portland enters the fray with not just a competitive coaching staff, but a narrative edge. The choice to secure someone of Fowles' stature suggests Portland isn't thinking small. Instead, the franchise is positioning itself as a bridge between the league's legends and its next wave of stars. If the Hall of Fame can step into a developmental role, imagine the message it sends to free agents, rookies, and fans alike. This is serious basketball, and it starts here. Basketball. Caitlin Clark and the league's storyline. While Portland is crafting its future, another major storyline continues to unfold league-wide: the journey of Caitlin Clark, arguably the most impactful young star in the game today. Clark's rise from collegiate sensation to WNBA force, highlighted by all WNBA honors and Rookie of the Year recognition, has brought a spotlight to every Fever game. The mighty 790K. Yet the 2025 season proved unpredictable for Clark and the Indiana Fever. Recurring groin injuries limited her availability, and in September she announced she would not return for the remainder of the season, prioritizing long-term health. While this decision sent shockwaves through the league, not because she fell short of expectations, but because her presence elevates every narrative around the WNBA. Imagine the WNBA without Clark's gravity: fewer headlines, fewer packed arenas, fewer marquee matchups.